Welcome to NetJF Scholars YouTube channel. In the previous video, we have looked at the communicative functions of language proposed by Roman Jakobson. Today, in this video, we are going to look at the Indian Grammarians for UGC NET Linguistics. It includes Pāṇini, Yāska, and other grammarians from 8000 BCE to 18th century. So first we will begin with Aṣṭādhyāyī. Aṣṭādhyāyī is a book by Pāṇini written around 500 BC. Aṣṭā means 8, Adhyāyī means chapters. So the book consists of 8 chapters, contain 4000 rules, exactly 3996 rules in Sanskrit using meta rules or meta language. It means the rules in Sanskrit on Sanskrit language. It is called as meta rules or meta language. Okay. A represents a universal grammatical and the computation system. The notion of computation to the language was first proposed by Pāṇini by his rules in the book Aṣṭādhyāyī. Each Aṣṭādhyāyī divided into 4 quarters, which are also called Pādas. So there are 8 chapters in total, and each chapter into 4 quarters of the Pādas. It means the book consists of 32 Pādas. Next, each Pada consists of series of grammatical statements or sutras or rules. So initially 8 chapters and each chapter into 4 Padas. So total of 32 Padas, and in Padas we have rules or sutras. This is all about Aṣṭādhyāyī. Next, we will look at the Vedāṅgas. We are looking here Vedāṅgas because Aṣṭādhyāyī is the only text that is taken Vedāṅgas Vyakarana. So it's important to know about the Vedāṅgas. Vedāṅgas help us to understand, read, write, and chant Veda mantras and Vedic hymns. So there are 6 auxiliary systems for Vedas guidelines. We will look one by one. First is Siska. Siska is all talks about the current pronunciation in Sanskrit. And next is Kalpa. It tells how to follow ritualistic aspects. And next we have Vyakarana, that is to understand the grammar or language or structure of language. Next we have Nirukta, that is to understand meaning. And next we have Chandas, which is talks about metrical composition. And we have Jyotishya, which tells about the exact time and the position of planets. So there are 6 Vedāṅgas. So the Aṣṭādhyāyī is the only text that is taken Vedāṅgas Vyakaran. So there is a direct relation between the Vedāṅgas and the Aṣṭādhyāyī. That's why it's important for our examination to know about the Vedāṅgas. Next we have Nirukta, which means word classifications. In modern grammar or traditional English grammar, what we call as parts of speech. So it was proposed by Yāska around 800 BC. Around 800 BC. It means before Pāṇini. Pāṇini comes with Aṣṭādhyāyī in 500 BC. So in that he has classified words into 4 different categories. Naman means noun which express a substance. And next Ākhyayat which means a verb, express an action. Next we have upasarg. This classification called as prepositions or preverbs which specifies the verb. And the next classification is nipata, means particles are indeclinables in the modern grammar, okay, where it talks about the complete verse coda. So you need to remember these four because they might ask in the examination to match modern terms, nouns, verb, preposition, particles with the classification of Yāska. So by heart these terms. Okay, I will here to give you a mnemonic. That is, just remember the word noun. Even though it is N-O-U-N, we pronounce as noun, right? So remember noun spelling as N-A-U-N. N means naman, A means akhyayat, U means upasarg, and N means nipata. So first comes naman. It means first comes N-A, then N-I. So naman, akhyayata, upasarga, nipata. And we also know this order. That is noun, verb, preposition, particle, NV-PP. It's easy for us to remember. First in English grammar, in the English parts of speech, we talk about noun and then verbs and then preposition, and the last one is the particles. That's easy. So that remember, so you will definitely get the mark if you remember these four, and it's very easy for you to remember with this mnemonic. And here I have given very important Indian grammarians, okay, which are repeatedly asked in the examination. So I have collected their works along with the author. These are the top 11 Indian grammarians from the ancient time, and their respective works are presented here. So Yāska in 800 BC published Nirukta, his work on Nirukta, as we have discussed, and Pāṇini and his book is Aṣṭādhyāyī wrote in 500 BC. Next we have Katyayana wrote a book Vartika on 1245 sutras of Pāṇini in 350 BC. Next, Patanjali wrote the book Mahabhāsya around 150 BC, and Bhartrhari wrote the book Vakyapadya in 5th century AD. Jayaditya Vaman wrote a book Kasika in the 6th century AD. Jinendra Buddhi wrote a book Nyasa in 18th century. Kayata wrote a book Pradipa in 11th century. Madhava wrote Dattuvritti in 14th century. Bhattoji Dikshita wrote Siddhanta Kaumudi Shabda Kaustuba in 17th century. And not but not the least, Nageshna wrote Paribhashandu Shekara and Vudyota in 18th century. All these 11 Indian grammarians are very, very important for UGC NET Linguistic examination. Please do remember all these Indian grammarians along with their works and Aṣṭādhyāyī, Nirukta classification and the respective POS parts of speech of modern grammar. So if you remember these topics, apart from this, from the ancient grammar text, they might ask about Karaka relations. So being it's a individual and a very important topic, I will discuss this topic in a separate video. So As far as facts contains, this video is very important. So Aṣṭādhyāyī, Vedāṅgas, Nirukta, the word classification, 4 types, and the 11 Indian Grammarians and their works are very important for the UGC NET examination. In the next video, I'll talk about the Karaka relations. Okay, please do subscribe to our channel NET JRF Scholars for more interesting videos for UGC NET Paper 2 Linguistics and UGC NET Paper 1. Thank you. Please do subscribe to our channel NET JRF Scholars.